Women
So
have always been adaptable. Women have always been influenced. Women have always been the most gullible of the two genders. Always. We've always been the ones who are malleable every single time, which is why even now you have conversations that people are like, well, older men are like, I would rather get a woman that's 19, 20, 21 who got low mileage because I can influence her to do whatever. And that's no different from her picking up her phone and watching me and balancing codes or Miss Nicole. It's literally no difference. The difference is what between what I'm saying and what you're saying is that women are having these experiences and this coming out in the bitterness, right? This is the old I don't need a man trope. And the whole I don't need a man trope stems from women's experiences of saying, I have tried to be the best version of myself for a man. I have tried to overextend. I have showed up for him. I stayed in a long relationship. It reaped me no benefit. And it was because this man was not dependable. It was because this man did not show up for me in ways that I needed him to show up, which is goes back to the whole where are you leading me to?
so
Yeah, I
this
think
this
it'd be a
with
great
this
time. I think it's a great time to hear somebody else's perspective. Uh, Boozer and Paris, y'all did a great job, and I appreciate you guys for y'all perspective. But fellas, you keep lying to these hoes. These goddamn hoes don't want to hear the truth. They don't understand what the truth is. If a woman's gonna sit there and call you a partner, she don't respect you as a man, as a leader. She's not looking for a leader. She's looking exactly what she's asking for, a partner. We're not the same, ladies. Ain't nothing same about me and you. We got different jobs. That's what we call gender roles. Do your job, I'm gonna do my goddamn job as a man. So as a leader, I need to make sure everything is right with you, mentally, emotionally, physically. I need to make sure you on your square, just like I have to be on my square when I come to you. So ladies say they want a leader. Now, do you really want a leader? Because now he's going to have to take that control that your ladies don't want to give up. Stop asking for leaders if you really don't want to relinquish that control. So that means everything, you got to turn everything over to him and believe in God's guidance. And if that means he guides you down the wrong way, temporarily, but he finds a way to get you out of it, then roll with it. Don't be ready to quit on him just because he takes a slide or he takes a fall. Don't. You ride with him to the end. He's going to get you back out of it if he's a good leader, if he's a leader that we all know men can be. Now, if you mess around messing with a leader, a guy who you said a non-leader, you don't respect him, then why are you dealing with him? Then stop going out to cranky girl. Yeah, I need a real man. No. You pass up a real man because you didn't want his guidance. You pass up a real man because you didn't want to hear what he had to say. You pass up that real man because you felt like he was controlling you. You wanted a man who you could control. Now, if that's the case you want, go out there and get you them good simps. They all out there, a dime a dozen. They on every street corner like a goddamn liquor store.
beta.
So keep rolling with those dudes. But if you want a man who's a leader, you got to be willing to give some shit up. And that made me everything. It made me your circle of friends have to change. Because that leader feels like their friends is being a bad influence on you. That means you may not get to go on them girl trips. Why? Because it's a bad situation can happen if I'm not around. Are y'all willing to make those sacrifices? I'm landed it. I'm done.
I have a question, Hank.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I actually respect you.
Right on.
And I had a question because you just said simps verbatim are a dime. You just said that. So in your opinion, do you believe the majority of men are leaders?
The majority of men has the potential, but no, I don't believe majority of them are. No.
Okay, thank you.
Good question, Balance. Good question.
It was an even greater answer.
Thank you for being honest.
Now, when you started out keep lying to these hoes, that wasn't no good answer.
No, it was.
No,
because a hoe deserves to be lied to. Look, let me explain that. A hoe don't want to hear the truth. They rather hear a lie. A hoe don't want to know the truth.
But why are we always talking about hoes, though, Heek?
That was my whole point. When you start
there's as many hoes as there are simps. There's as many hoes. Hold on, Paris. There's as many hoes as there are simps. They run in the same circle. They run together. So you lie to these hoes. A hoe don't deserve a truth. Now, you find a real one, a lady. It's a big difference. She deserves everything you got. But if you want to deal with a hoe, you treat a hoe as such.
Hey, Hank, can I ask you a question, man?
Yes, sir, you can.
And this might throw a wrench in a question that Balance asked you first. When she asked you, do you think most men are leaders? And you said no. Is it safe to say that we should probably associate positivity and negativity with leadership? Because as long as somebody is willing to follow you, give you an opportunity to lead, then, I mean, biologically and genetically, in the way things are, as far as the world between men and women, men are leaders by default. You get what I'm saying? It's just, it might not necessarily.
But did you hear my answer? I said
it might not
men have
necessarily
the
be leadership in a positive direction.
They have the potential, though, Boozer. They have the potential, but we know what potential is. Not everybody lives up to potential.
Amen.
So they fall short.
The reason why I'm stating that, let's say that these men are potential leaders. Let's say that their leadership is positive. You gotta have a population of women that's willing to follow. And one would argue in this society,
I only need one woman, Boozer. I only need one.
I'm just speaking as a mass of people. That's why I'm saying, if men are leaders and men are positive leaders, you still gotta have a women that are willing to actually follow these men. And one would argue that the direction society is going is women aren't really compelled to even follow. And it's actually, I think it's growing. I honestly think it's growing. I honestly think independency is increasing instead of codependency or togetherness or teamwork. That's just what I'm seeing. Everybody might disagree, but we're getting to a point where people are not going to even want to get. Women are going to prioritize their lifestyle over marriage.
Then leave them to their own demise. Then I don't care about them other women. As long as the one woman I'm dealing with, I'm in a relationship with, I'm going to marry. As long as she's on board, I'm good.
I don't care.
And if every man who's what they call themselves a leader find that right woman, you be good. And guess what? Hopefully the woman could go out and teach these other women. I don't believe in a man teaching a woman how to be a woman. No.
Nope.
I believe the elder women need to go out and teach these women. And us elder men need to teach these young boys to be men. That's our job.
I think we should care.
I think some men use leader to substitute the word subjugate. See, to a lot of men, they want to subjugate hoes. See, that's why they're super focused on hoes. They don't want to talk about good women because that requires accountability. And that puts the mirror up to everybody. So let's talk about the hoes and how we can shame them for who they who they choose, and let's get them to let's try to subjugate them. And I like how Hink made that line of separation. Hoes and simps over there, and the other folks that's on something real. Let's have that conversation. I love that. Thank you for saying that. It didn't scare me. I love that. Hoes and simps over there. Yes, all day long. Thank you.